The class is 1975 is here.
And all my runners. I bumped into a whole bunch of runners tonight.
He was such a great coach and a great mentor and such a big, important part of my life.
Oh, it's really kind of fun to come back and see everybody. And they say, you haven't changed a bit. Wait a minute. You know, I've been gone 10 years.
It's the emotional reunion of 350 Brentwood School alumni and teachers from the past 40 years.
This was me. I was the head cheerleader. We had homemade uniforms, of which I was so embarrassed to wear.
That says it all.
You left amazing. This is such a legacy of service.
And that speaks to why we're here tonight, the teachers. Because it's not the buildings that make up a school. It's the faculty that walk those halls.
And this bond between students and teachers transcends time.
I had a specific moment where I had the opportunity to say thank you to a teacher who meant a lot to me, and it was Judith O'Hanlon. I got to tell her how her teachings, in particular English, impacted me as a person, professionally, socially. The very meaningful contribution it made is actually hard to overstate.
The close relationships that I've developed with kids is the heart and soul of my experience at Brentwood. One of the main reasons that I continued.
In some cases, it was one single teacher or one single class that inspired some students to become educators themselves.
It was probably almost every single day of my junior year English class where Lynette would be up there screaming at us and calling us idiots, and it made me want to become a better student and a better learner.
The 11th grade American Literature course with Ms. Creasy was it shaped a lot of us, and certainly that class was the initial inspiration for my wanting to get into teaching and to get a graduate degree in English.
It was wonderful that I got to teach with Lynette for 5 years when I got here, that I got to actually say it to her face and say thank you for changing my life and making me want to become a teacher and make me want to eventually come back to Brentwood.
There are a lot of things that I teach my third graders every year that I learned from specific teachers at Brentwood, and I mention their names and give them all the props that they deserve for it.
I'm especially proud of the kids who have become teachers themselves and really committed, dedicated teachers. I have had kids who have gone into rabbinical studies. I have kids who have become medievalists.
Students have, over the years, been in contact with me, and most often they are, ironically, most appreciative of the iron fist writing. And sometimes it was painful while the students were going through it, but they have said thank you for that. One of my former students got his doctorate at Oxford and made a point of telling me how much the writing program had meant to him. And he was disappointed sometimes in my evaluation, but he always had the opportunity to redo it and do it better.
Many of Brentwood's faculty have been teaching for over 30 years. They say it's not only their relationships with students.
I love it when a kid comes back or emails me with some fact about Latin, and they're 10 or 15 years removed from the school. And it just is neat to see that they still have an active interest in things that I was part of their life in.
I love the kids, not all the kids, but most of the kids. They were fun to be with. It was a very nice way to spend a day.
But also with colleagues.
We were lucky, those of us who came together. Some of the people here are still some of my dearest friends. No, it was very serendipitous.
The colleagues I've had the opportunity to work with over the years, the students, the administration, it's all just been just a great experience for me.
That keep them coming back year after year.
I've been here 32 years, but I'm 19 seniority. I don't think I would have stayed in LA without Brentwood. When you come to a place and put down roots, and those roots deepen. I mean, Brentwood really has been my community, my family.
And the reason I stayed so long, I couldn't believe that I was allowed to choose a book that I loved and make people sit in a room, meet with them every day for a certain amount of time, and they would talk to me about the book and get paid. I mean, it just seemed too wonderful.
I would describe my 34 years as some of the best times of my life. If You know, anytime you're with something this long, something's got to keep you coming back. I tell my friends all the time, I got the greatest job in the world, and I think they all agree.